February 21st, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk a little about Raytown a little bit. We're going to talk about all of the current events that's going on in the world, too, just a little bit, too. Now, back when this illness took place a few years back, I had my eyes open, and I wonder how many people really had their eyes open what was going on around them. There was many businesses that closed up, they couldn't make it, but then there was some that just popped up overnight, and those are the ones I was really kind of paying attention to, because during a massive illness like that was, how did some of these places just kind of just slide in, fall into place? And how did they have the backing and the money to do it? Where did they come from? What states did they come into? There was some stuff that come in here into Kansas City here that just kind of blows my mind. I mean, when most places here in Kansas City, a lot of businesses were going out of business. There was actually up here that KC Floor Works, where Strike and Spare was going in. Now, I think it's associated with certain other businesses too. People might want to check that out. But there's a lot of weird stuff about this. And there was other things that popped into play too. Other companies. A lot of Texas tags popping up all over. This was even before so many, had come across the border even. And I wondered about some of those people too. But there's a deal up in Raytown also called Miller Pipeline. Now, they're not too far from the Raytown Police Department, believe it or not. And why I bring this up, we're going to talk about up here at Gordman's, and we're going to talk about this food distribution place. And we're going to talk about, I think, what is it called, M&H or whatever. It does like carbonated drinks. They also do helium and stuff that was located over here off here in Independence. Now, they bought the old Sutherlands down there. And it's taken them a long time to get in there, but they've finally got everything done. But I got to look at this here. You got a plant like that that's making certain things from helium or storing it and selling it or whatever and everything else. Then we got a food distribution building, a huge building where they could move people in and out even. If you weren't moving food, you could be moving people. I don't know. And this seems kind of strange. And some of these boomers that I have go up and down the street too run into that warehouse. Now, there's some weird stuff about all this because you got Gordman's across on the other side. It's a vacant lot. Now, Independent City Zoning Commission, they were talking about those lots over there by Toys R Us and the rest, and they said that the city was using them to help train guys basically on their vehicles, basically trucks and stuff. Well, I haven't seen too much of that, but I have seen a lot of them doing 18-wheelers over there from that warehouse. Now, I don't think that's city employees there driving full 18-wheelers in and out. I doubt it. But Miller Pipeline was also up there today teaching guys how to learn how to drive. Now, why I bring this up is because, we got this big thing going on down in Texas and how they were saying, oh, well, basically they're going to boycott, like up there in New York. Which, I mean, like I say, I get to wonder, it's been over 3 years since this illness. They've had many, many guys they are training over there on these 18-wheelers. Not Miller Pipeline, but the ones from that food distribution place. And it just makes me wonder, what side's what? Who's doing what? Is it the good guys? Is it the bad guys? I don't know. But when they think that they might have them all taken care of up in New York and be about boycotting, they might not have it all taken care of. And what about all the guys they, because they didn't get that thing in their arm that they let go? I don't know. Now, I'm a Republican. Like I say, and I believe in freedom here. My dad fought for this country back during World War II. So, I don't know. I get to look at all this and I get to wonder about what's going on here. And I don't know. This doesn't look good to me in some respects. And how did they have the ability to bring all that stuff into play? What I'm saying is like the food distribution center, when all this was going on. Now, maybe it was already planned. Maybe they already had the money out on the line and they could do it during when that happened. Maybe that's so. Or coincidence or not coincidence. I don't know. But this deal, they're training guys night and day up there almost. Now, on full-size 18-wheelers. So just to let everybody know out there through the United States what's going on here in Kansas City, over here in the Gordman's parking lot. I'm going to show that a little bit too. And we got several other things going on. I mean, I got things across the board here. We still got homeless everywhere, walking around and stuff. And let's see here. Oh, actually, even a day back, I thought I actually seen a guy that they were looking for in Richmond. I think his name was Darren Taggett. And he was off over in Raytown, off Blue Ridge, off, I think it's at 59th Street. I'm going to show that car. Now, why I think this was, there's a lot of people that have doubles that actually look identical. This guy's eyes. And when he turned, he stopped at the light, but he almost ran into me when he ran across in this vehicle. And I thought, you look like a psycho. I mean, he did look like a psycho. And I thought, this is another one here in Kansas City. But something that, I guess they're looking in two different states for this guy. They might be need to look up in Raytown, because this did look like the guy. And let's see, what else do I got going on? Oh, well, we still got stuff and trash everywhere. Gonna talk about that a little bit too. If I can find it, there was a gal that I passed up here off Blue Ridge. She was all dressed in pink, just for fun guys. I thought that was kind of funny. Oh, and I get these. So much of these people that have moved in, these renters and these other ones over here, whoever bought all this up, they throw out trash and they don't get rid of the stuff. Now, I went out to a codes violation a couple days back about all this. And one of these people next door to us here, they work for two men in a truck, one of them. Now, this is where there was 11 people living in this house at one time. But what's interesting, they must have 100 chairs, because they've actually put out massive chairs. Over the period of time here, I know they've put out at least 25 chairs, and there's still more out there. I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to show you out right through my window here of my house. So hold on, guys. All right, guys. You see those chairs out there at the edge? They've been sitting there for weeks. And I went out to the codes violation place in Independence and let them know about it. Now, there was some off that 46th place down the street there where they got a whole bunch of ones that also deal drugs and stuff. That got taken care of. There was a mirror and some other stuff. I don't know if somebody just picked their junk up or, but this is a constant here. And it's interesting, these other houses across from me, most of them are rental properties. They just brought in another truck over there. It's not running. Interesting. But as you can see, my property is all clean and neat and stuff. I mean, we all have cars that break down occasionally. I have to work on my brakes and stuff occasionally, put new brake sand and stuff on. But that ain't this. When you start seeing doing different things, and what gets to me about all this, though, is a lot of them work on these fender wells many times, or they work on taking off the doors, on and off the doors of these vehicles like 30, 40 times. Now, hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. And why I bring this up is because I worked way, way far back at a apartment complex called Quail Creek Apartments down here by the Castle Car Wash. And there was a group that was bringing in cocaine and drugs using limos across the border. And how they did that, this guy, he would take the door panels on and off, on and off. And that's how they brought them in there. Down there by Quail Creek Apartments, down by the old biker bars down there. I remember what the last name was, too. It was Delaney. And these guys, I mean, they were, like I say, they were a mob. They were mob. I mean, these guys, they were always packing all the time. They actually had shoulder holsters they were carrying. Yeah, guys. So it makes me wonder, you know, we got this stuff, and it's still constant going on. Oh, and then I had another deal yesterday, too, I was thinking about. There was some more of the meth recovery guys. Now, you see individuals going up and down the street. But now, there was 3 white guys, which I thought was unusual, but they did go to the meth recovery place, and they were all grouped together yesterday. I'm going to show that, too. But, a lot of bad stuff. Why independents let that ever to be put out here? I don't know. I mean, we already got enough stuff going on out here as it is. But getting back to this deal, like I say, on these truckers and stuff, it's something they need to be aware of. And I don't know. Seems kind of strange. Because there's, just like the bikers and stuff, there's good bikers, there's bad bikers. I see some of them go down the street here, it's flying American flag. They would spit on that American flag. They don't. They're lying. And there's other ones that fly that American flag that it means something to them. So there's a lot going on here. And there's a lot of stuff being hid about everything here. So let's show a little bit of that. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Now we're on an American contact and eyeglasses. And I'm going to talk about that real quick for a minute, too. That's why I was up there today. Like I say, I get around. I have things I have to do. And as I go along here, I run across a lot of different things. And this is also up by that parking lot. But they messed up on my glasses. I had some regular, just long glasses I call shooters that you can see way far away that you use for driving. But I went to get some bifocals. And they messed up on the measurement on the height. And I thought the second time it would be, they didn't get it high enough again. So I've been waiting for over a month for them now. And I went up there, they told me it's going to be 1 week more. And they said they just put the lenses in. They just ordered the lenses. Got back up there, they said it's going to be another 2 weeks. But what I found interesting, I noticed these glasses, these ones, because I ordered 2 pair. I ordered 2 bifocals and 2 shooters. And my ones that I drive with and stuff, I noticed that these things seem thinner. They're more distorted. Now, why that is, I don't know. And I told my son about it. I said, these things don't even look like, I said, maybe just because of quality there. I don't know. Because we had bought stuff up there before and not had a problem. But I thought that's kind of weird. So today I seen a young girl in there. She was probably, I don't know, probably 12, maybe maybe probably 14. I'd say probably 14. And she had her glasses on, and she was complaining about seeing through them. And they said, "Oh, well, we can change the shape." I said, "No, it's not the problem about it. It's fine on my nose and everything." But he said, "These don't seem like I can see out of them as good." And I thought, yeah, well, my eyes are always open, so are my ears, and I'm thinking here a little bit more about all this. And to me, they do seem cheaper. I don't know. I guess we'll see when I get next week when I go back up there again. But they don't seem as good, and they don't seem as, like I say, basically, they seem more distorted. It ain't about glare. This is distortion, like they weren't, like the plastic lenses or whatever they are, thinner, or not thinner, but maybe they're not being milled as good, or maybe they're using cheaper products to do it. I don't know. So let's get on from there, and we're going to go on down here, and I'm going to go back here, and we're going to go down this. Now, Independence has cleaned this up. It looks pretty good. They still got a few homeless. But I'm going to stop that real quick, and I'm going to go over here with this. And this is that Miller pipeline truck. And they're teaching these guys over here how to basically drive the trucks and with the trailers and stuff. I don't know that much about them. I do know that they popped up during that illness time the last 3 years, so I don't know. I don't know if they were up there before and they just moved their stuff. Like I say, I don't know that much about it. I never seen any of their vehicles around here in Kansas City, so I don't know. So I find that kind of odd. But like I said, they're located up close, pretty close to Raytown Police Department Station up there in Raytown. And we're going to go on down here. I bet you guys didn't know that the Raytown Police Station, I dated a gal back when I was in high school. Her mother worked for the blind judge up there. And basically they had it actually designed as a bunker. So if there was a nuclear attack, kind of like. Interesting stuff, though, back in that time period. Now, what we're looking at over here, I'm going to move my cursor here. And now they're training these guys. I mean, they're training from early morning all the way till evening over here. And this is a trainee right here. Now, I don't know if I can get this stopped in time to see where you can see these cones. But it just makes me wonder about this distribution plant deal here, this food deal. Let's see if I can get it. Okay, I think I caught it, guys. I got lucky. You can see all those cones over here. And they're having to drive through the cones and stuff. So it just made me wonder, I mean, are these the right side? Or are these the left side bunch? And the other ones are going to be replaced. And then we always got a lookout. I mean, I feel like, you know, it's like something like the KGB. We're already in Russia or China. We always got somebody looking out. Oh, yeah, we'll get down here. Then we got a homeless one that's crawled back over here in this area right here. It's got all their vehicle kind of like, well, it's not all homeless. I guess they got a vehicle, but that's all they got. And it looked pretty trashy down there. So hold on. All right, guys. Now, this was before I got down to the eyeglass place. And this gal, I don't know. It looked strange. She was holding her neck sideways, walking down the road. I don't know. There's a lot of homeless. There's a lot of homeless that live down over underneath this bridge still, too. Kind of strange, guys. So hold on. Okay, guys. Now I went to the zoo today. I wanted you guys to see that up there in the sky here. Let's see if I can get a little bit brighter there. Okay, there we go. And I guess the X marks the spot for Kansas City, huh, guys? I don't know. Wanted you guys to see that, though. It was a beautiful blue morning before all that stuff was being dumped. Anyway, hold on. Oh, yeah, guys. Might as well show this, too. I go to the zoo. almost every day. And this was a zoo employee. And man, they come flying down through here. Don't stop at the yield sign whatsoever. I mean, they didn't even slow down, but I wanted to show this. This just blew my mind. The cars travel so fast through here. Now, this is a zoo employee here. It didn't even slow down. It just got on moving on. Now, how would I know this is a zoo employee? Well, I'm going to show you here real quick because I'm going to speed this up a little bit more. And they go down all the way down to the back side. That's where all the employees park. And I don't know. But that was kind of strange. Maybe they were late for work that day. I don't know. It was still early. Going back way back over there, guys. Weird. I don't know. So hold on. All right, guys. I want to show this real quick. Now, this guy, like I said, it could pass for, I don't know if it was the guy or not, but this Darren Taggett that they're looking for, that they got a manhunt looking for, this guy shot the other guy. This is at 59th Street in Blue Ridge. And man, this guy could pass for his twin. Now, this vehicle right here is the one I'm talking about right there. And I looked at this guy because this guy he stopped at the stoplight, but then he almost ran into me up here. I was good, if you can see here, and he must have had I mean, take a look at this. Let's see if I can get this a little bit closer. So I got a green. And man, he's hustling to get across here, right here. I don't know what is that. Is that like kind of like a Saturn? And I don't know. Let's see if I can get this a little bit clearer. Yeah, I didn't make it clearer. But anyway, he looked crazy in the eyes, and he looked. Let me show you. Hold on just a second, guys. Let's see if because I think I put it on my phone. That looked like the guy. That looked like the guy driving that vehicle. And his eyes are weird looking. I mean, it's very strange. Very strange. I don't know. If not, man, it must have been his twin. But that was at 59th Street in Blue Ridge, and he turned up in the Raytown up in there. That don't surprise me at all. A lot of bad stuff that goes on up in the Raytown. So anyway, hold on. All right, guys, I have to show this. You got to have a little bit of sense of humor because all this stuff, this gal's all in pink. And she was going around in circles and stuff. I just had to show that. Got to have something to laugh at. Hold on. All right, guys, this was off 63rd Street when I went back to. There was trash. There's trash in the street. I mean, you can see, I was going to show you here, too. There's trash up against the woods and stuff and everything else and stuff. Hold on. This is 63rd right here, guys. This is just out when you're coming out of the zoo. There's tires and stuff laying across down through there and stuff and everything else. Hold on. And this where the trash was. It's Blue Ridge. That's Blue Ridge there, guys. That's Blue Ridge. And that's Blue Ridge. Hold on. And this was when I went to the zoo this morning. This was down on Blue Ridge. Some of the homeless and stuff down there. All right, guys. Still a lot of work to be done. A lot of stuff needs to be cleaned up here in Kansas City. And, I don't know. Anyway, guys, just want to get that video out there, like I say. And this deal about these truckers on this deal, I mean, man, I mean they're training them out down here night and day, and something everybody needs to be aware of too. If they're not out there, let's keep eyes open so everybody knows what's going on here in the U.S. Anyway, keep your eyes open and have a good one.